Greetings, geeks and geekerellas. It is me. I am back again to continue this crossover with part 2. This time it's on Arrow, but given how this crossover works, not really Arrow. They're all the same show. But anyway, we pick up where we last left off. Everyone's like, what the fuck is going on? At first, they think it might be an aberration. But then they figure out that it's just alternate Earth. They unmask Prometheus, finally. And we find out that he is Tommy, as everyone predicted. But it was still pretty cool to see. Unfortunately, before too long, after we get to Tommy Fields, and he gives us exposition about what the hell's going on, he kills himself with a cyanide pill. Cyanide tooth, I might say. So, hi Tommy, bye Tommy. Also, forgot to mention last time, during that great awesome battle with everyone in civilian gear, we had Wally, who was being an utter badass, who apparently learned some skills while he was away. But in this episode, I believe it was, Barry actually tells him to take Joe and Cecile and I think maybe a couple other people, I don't know, and take them to somewhere else and protect them. Weird, but hi Wally, bye Wally, basically. But besides that, it was pretty good. We got several fights, including several awesome fights, including a 3-on-3 of the doppelgangers and the main three. Supergirl, Flash, and Green Arrow versus Overgirl, Reverse Flash, and Dark Arrow. And we knew from set photos and all that Reverse Flash was going to be Tom Cavanaugh. But this one, we find out that he's not Harrison Wells. He's Eobard Thawne. And he might be Earth 1's Eobard. I mean, they hinted that he'd be returning. And we know from Future that speedsters can cross dimensions. So, maybe? But, anyway, that fight ends with Oliver damaging Overgirl with a kryptonite arrow, which that was funny because she was like, why do you have a kryptonite arrow? In case we ever fight an evil you. But then Overgirl's like, damn it, distract you by doing the whole mess with civilians. And then we see the three of them teaming up to help make sure that this metal beam construction site thing doesn't fall down, which oddly enough includes Oliver basically doing like a Spider-Man thing, wrapping his arrows around certain connection spots to strengthen them. which was a little weird because of the CGI, but also awesome at the same time. Because even when this gets bad and talks about weak stuff like Odyssey stuff, which continued in this episode, it still is awesome. This is still a really awesome crossover. And so they finish that. Then they regroup, find them through Supergirl. Then most of the team goes, leaving behind Felicity, Iris, Caitlin, Mick, and an unconscious Cisco, because of course, the dimensioning hopping hero, who's kind of the most powerful and smartest of them all. Or one of the smartest of them all. Gets knocked out. But we know from pictures and stuff that he'll be back next week. Tomorrow, I mean. Also, forgot it, but Harry's there too. So those 6 people are stay home while the other ones from the wedding go off and face Overgirl and Reverse Flash and a crap ton of Nazis. Then we have over at Star Labs, Dark Arrow comes and basically beats the crap out of everyone. Then, surprisingly, Curtis, Renee, and Dinah come in and start facing off against Dark Arrow. Which I think it's total shit that he beat them and beat them off screen, but apparently he did. And then he rejoins with them where they've beaten the heroes. Just by probably sheer number of the Nazis. And it's through there that we find out that not only are Overgirl and Dark Arrow together, but they're married. And we also find out that she is dying because she sucked up too much solar energy and now has solar radiation poisoning, and she's slowly dying, and the only thing that will save her is Kara's heart. So the device that they stole from earlier, the 3-on-3 fight, was something that could basically mimic a red sun to steal her power so they could cut her open and all of that. And so our story ends part 2 with everyone who went out in the field. Everyone who went out in the field is stuck on Earth X in the concentration camps with these little shock collar power inhibitors. And then everyone at Earth and everyone else who's been in this crossover so far is stuck in Star Labs prison, with the exception of Felicity, Iris, and an unconscious Cisco. But hey, we still got the rest of the legends who come in for backup support, and we know from set photos and news that a good Captain Cold, who's a citizen of Earth X, and Earth X's own hero, the Ray, are coming in. Plus, there are a couple other heroes that could help. All of them over here. And so it's going to be interesting to see where they go from here. I'm really excited. I don't know what else to say. I know I'm skipping parts, but this is a big thing, and I'm already going to get this out to you too late because I've got to wait for the first part to process, and then I gotta wait for this to process. So anyway, just trying to think what else I was gonna say, and I don't know what else to say except for this was. Oh yeah, one last thing I was gonna say is one thing that could come into play in the future, which I don't know if it ever will or not, is what the hell ever happened to Earth X Barry. Because Earth X Kara is Overgirl, Earth X Ollie is Dark Arrow, but whatever happened to Earth X Barry? Maybe he's still a good guy? Who knows? Maybe we'll find out, maybe we won't. No matter what, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a badass ride. So hopefully I will see you tomorrow, where we will be discussing part 3 and part 4, because like I said, I'm trying to do all 4 parts, like last year. But anyway, till next time, and beyond.